Why? Because I was homeless. I was more trying to survive at this time. Now, what do you do? You give your life to Christ, 14 years old. You get kicked out, and then you become homeless. What do you do? Do you give up? Do you say, well, God is faithful? What do you do with yourself? Keep what? Keep trying to survive. And that's what I did. So at this time when I'm homeless, I had every devil, the demons trying to come. Hey man, you want to sell this dope? Hey man, you want to do this? Hey man, you want... I had every opportunity to sell dope, do everything. Rob, steal, whatever. It's a scripture in the Bible, in the book of Matthew. Seek ye the kingdom first, and all these things will be added unto you. I really believe that verse. I believe that if I seek God, He'll take care of everything else. That's what I believe. Them words that I read was the real deal. And I'm here to tell you, if you really seek God, and if you really take God seriously, He gonna handle everything else for you. That's a guarantee. You're looking at a living testimony right now. Not only that I didn't graduate from high school, I could barely read and write. I couldn't even stand up and talk in front of you guys. I was probably one of the most shyest kids that ever even walked in the city of Miami. You can't pay me to stand up and talk in front of nobody at all. Everything that I do is because of God. It's not because of me. I'm weak as ever. Believe when I tell you that. The reason why I'm standing here in front of you and I'm bold enough to tell you guys the testimony is because of God giving me the strength. Not because I sat there and I worked at it over and over and over and over. Because God gave me the strength. My first time sharing my testimony. Same thing. I thought I was going to lose hair. Said it. Came up. Prayer. God gave me the strength. So now, watch this. Homeless. Get a job at Walmart. Move in with a friend. 30 days. I leave. I save about $49 and I get on this bus and go all the way to Minnesota to walk on to the junior college. It took me 3 days to get to that school. And people ask me, but man, how, like, what you was thinking, man? You left Miami to go all the way to Minnesota. Are you crazy? It's God's plan. It wasn't mine. Every move I make, I just go off God. So I left Miami to go to like negative 20 degrees weather. One of the coldest places in America. I graduated with my associate's degree. I graduated with my bachelor's degree. And I go off to the NFL right before I go off. And some of you guys gonna bump into this road. Right before I go off, I become the prodigal son. I drift away from God. But there's a scripture in the Bible says, I never leave you nor forsake you. See, God, He's for real when He says that. I never leave you nor forsake you. So no matter what you do, God is still behind you. He's still holding you. So you can try to run, and you can try to run, and you can try to run. And He's still right there, showing His love and His mercy and His grace. Right before I go to the NFL, I cracked my tibia. While I was training, I have a cracked tibia right here. That's that big old bone in your leg. How? I don't even know how I cracked it. All I was doing was training, and it got cracked. I do 2 years in the NFL with cracked tibia. Second year I win the Super Bowl, and then I go off to Canada and play. And then I go off to the UFL, United States Football League in Omaha, Nebraska and play. And then I go back to Canada and play. And then I go to arena football in New Orleans and then Orlando Predators and play. But to answer you guys' question, I know you're like, man, how does it feel to win the Super Bowl? It's an awesome feeling. Right before, after we won the Super Bowl, I got on the plane, we got on the plane and went back to Wisconsin. I cried tears of joy. Why? Because I really deserved that. See, I sowed a lot of good seeds in my life. So a lot of things I could have did, but I didn't do it. I was sowing. And didn't even know I was sowing in the spiritual realm. And I reaped it. Every move you make, you sowing something. Everything come out your mouth, how you talk to people, how you treat people, you sowing something. And you gonna reap it. So if you don't think, oh man, I'm gonna do something behind, and he ain't watching, but I'm gonna still do it. And you think you sneaking and you doing it, you ain't getting away because the eye in the sky is looking dead at you. And you got a spiritual around. You gotta respect it.